Welcome back to our channel, Financial Insights in Minutes.
This October, we dive into Bitcoin's historical potential for significant gains.
With insights from George Tung and others, you'll discover key market factors that could bring opportunity.
Our AI-driven summaries give you the best insights quickly and effectively.
Stay tuned for a teaser on Ethereum's fate with Neuner as we transition into the next discussion. Anchors away on our next financial voyage. Today, we're diving into Bitcoin's promising start to October.
Let's get straight to the facts. Bitcoin's historical average gain for October is a remarkable 22.9%.
What's causing the market waves this early? Is this just a prelude to something we should watch out for? So what's the main thesis here? Can this October replicate past successes?
Absolutely. Historically, October has been a strong month for Bitcoin, and so far, 2023 has shown unprecedented momentum with a gain of 20.8% just this year.
Interesting. What economic factors could drive these October gains?
The first few months of 2023 have set us up for success. With strong market performance and growing institutional interest, October is expected to continue this trend.
Let's navigate through the key points. What's the latest on market disruptions?
The looming strike at U.S. ports could affect imports significantly, raising concerns among traders. 1 week of disruption could lead to 6 months of delays.
And how does October historically perform for Bitcoin?
Statistically, it's a month of bullish behavior. The data showcases significant price jumps, setting a precedent for gains.
What about investor trends?
While retail interest remains low, institutional investors are active. This points toward a supply-demand imbalance that could benefit Bitcoin's price.
What do the experts predict regarding the ongoing strike?
Analysts foresee that though immediate impacts may be mild, a prolonged strike could ripple throughout the economy, eventually influencing Bitcoin prices.
What are the bold predictions for Bitcoin's prices this month?
A lot of market analysts believe Bitcoin could approach $100,000 by year-end if trends hold.
Summing it up, it's clear that October holds potential for big gains.
Exactly. If current patterns continue, we could see some bullish trends. But challenges remain. Watch this space.
But hold your compass, because next up, we'll explore insights from Neuner on This is the End of Ethereum.
You won't want to miss his take on these developments. Lots to uncover.
Anchors away. Our next insightful summary dives into the wild world of Ethereum and the drama surrounding its shifting value.
Let's get straight to the facts. Neuner discusses the recent price action, sparking the question, is it time to say goodbye to Ethereum?
What a tight squeeze for Ethereum. It sounds like Rand's ready to pull the plug. What's driving this decision? So, what's the heart of this turmoil? What's the main takeaway?
The thesis centers around Ethereum's disappointing performance, a staggering 24.2% drop, while Bitcoin managed a modest gain. As the landscape shifts, many are reevaluating their standings.
Let's break down the key points here. What's happening with Ethereum's numbers?
Ethereum's drop of 24.2% is not just a hiccup, it's a screaming alarm. Meanwhile, Bitcoin did just enough to stay on its feet, closing up just over 1%.
What does the historical context tell us?
Here's the scoop. While Ethereum flounders, Bitcoin's September close is its best since 2013. Whoa! Plus, October often sees BTC up around 22.9%, meaning there's hope for a bounce.
It sounds like holding ETH isn't looking so tame anymore. What's the risk assessment?
Indeed, the risk of holding Ethereum is peaking. Rand emphasizes the need to rethink diversification, putting money into Bitcoin or exploring alternative coins.
What's looming on the horizon, based on Rand's insights?
Predictions suggest upward trends for Bitcoin, potentially reaching a whopping 133,000 if we follow historical patterns. Quite the speculation.
And what about Ethereum? Could we witness an existential crisis?
If Ethereum doesn't land a killer app soon, its grip on the crypto market could slip away. The clock is ticking.
So wrapping it all up, what should we take away here?
Investors need to navigate wisely. Ethereum is certainly facing challenges. The pressure is on for making informed strategic choices moving forward.
But before it gets too heavy, let's navigate to the next summary featuring Ivan Lilyakvis discussing Bitcoin, October Shocking Truth. Will it deliver or scam us?
Buckle up. Promises to reveal some compelling insights you won't want to miss.
anchors away as we navigate the waves of Bitcoin. So is October really a golden month for crypto?
Breaking it down now. Ivan highlights that historically, October has been a strong month for Bitcoin, and we're kicking off the month at 63,900.
Time to explore what trends are making waves in our favor. But what's the crux of Ivan's assertion about the October surge?
The thesis is clear. October is traditionally a strong month for Bitcoin. After a 7% rise in September, the stage is set for potential increases.
So, how are current economic conditions shaping Bitcoin's journey?
Ivan points out that while the Fed's cautious stance weighs on sentiment, the underlying demand for Bitcoin remains strong.
What about market behavior? Are we sensing bullish signs?
Absolutely. Despite temporary dips, many believe we're likely to bounce back to 67,000 in the near future.
Let's shift gears to investment strategies. What should investors keep in mind?
Investors need to consider Bitcoin as a hedge against failing fiat systems. Historically, missing the 10 best days can lead to significant downturns.
Now let's peer through our crystal balls. What predictions does Ivan offer?
He suggests that breaking above 70,000 could trigger a bullish market, leading to renewed interest and potential profits for investors.
And what about the geopolitical landscape? How will it affect the markets?
Ivan warns that rising tensions in the Middle East could create volatility in markets, but it also shows Bitcoin's unique positioning as a secure asset.
To wrap up, what's the takeaway from Ivan's insights?
In essence, Bitcoin remains a compelling investment, but traders must remain alert to market conditions.
But hold on to your hats. For our next thrill ride, we dive into insights from Abra CEO Bill Barid.
Trust me, after this deep dive into Bitcoin, you won't want to miss what's coming next.
Anchors away on our next topic. Navigating through the waves of Bitcoin's recent dip, what can we expect next?
Let's get straight to the facts. Bill Barid provides critical insights into Bitcoin's future and the implications of upcoming altcoin unlocks.
With major moves coming, what should the crypto community brace for? What's the core message here about Bitcoin's trajectory?
The thesis highlights a major dip in Bitcoin's price, but hints at a promising recovery, driven by liquidity cycles and scheduled altcoin unlocks in Q4.
Let's break down the key points, starting with those altcoin unlocks.
The market is bracing for massive token releases. For instance, SOI is unlocking a whopping 63 million tokens, expected to stir some waves.
What's happening with Bitcoin's market positioning?
With the recent price drop, Bitcoin breached its support line. That resistance level sits tight at around $66,500, a crucial barrier for future rallies.
What should we be aware of in terms of liquidity?
The liquidity cycle is heating up. The Fed's potential rate cuts and global initiatives have Bitcoin poised for a significant move in response.
Now, let's explore the hot crypto narratives for 2025.
Bill highlights three key narratives. First, Bitcoin as sound money against government policies. Second, the convergence of AI and crypto. Lastly, gaming and meme tokens are paving the way for scalability.
What's the scoop on Bitcoin's price predictions?
The outlook suggests that Bitcoin will likely break previous record highs in Q4 2024, with a potential leap to $100,000 in 2025 if the market conditions are right.
Crystal ball moment. What are the predictions for Bitcoin?
In the forthcoming weeks, Bitcoin is anticipated to break that critical resistance level, paving the way for possible highs.
So what about global factors affecting Bitcoin?
The ripple effects of global stimulus could manifest prominently in Bitcoin's price over the next few months.
Wrapping this topic up, what are the key takeaways from Bill's insights?
The scene seems turbulent right now. However, strategic positioning toward liquidity cycles and viewing Bitcoin as sound money could be pivotal strategies as we move ahead.
Expect waves of change ahead. What's the market's edge?
The narratives around Bitcoin and emerging tech will be crucial as we dive deeper in 2025.
But don't waver just yet. Up next, we dive into insights from Carl Runefelt about Bitcoin's future.
Trust me, this is one discussion you won't want to miss.
Anchors away. Our next insightful summary tackles the sudden drop in Bitcoin's value.
Let's get straight to the facts. The host explains how an inverse cup and handle pattern is causing a dramatic price fall.
It sounds like a rocky sea. What does this mean for investors? So, what's the main takeaway from this market shakeup?
The thesis centers around the predicted drop ignited by a live stream discussion on Bitcoin's inverse cup and handle pattern alongside escalating global concerns.
All right, let's break down the key points. What's cooking in the market patterns?
Traders are seeing an inverse cup and handle pattern. That's bearish news for Bitcoin enthusiasts.
And how are geopolitical tensions affecting prices?
Today's global issues are hitting the crypto market hard, creating apprehension among traders.
Let's talk strategy. What's the scoop on shorting Bitcoin right now?
With the price down, short positions are lucrative. That leverage can really boost your gains.
So where could Bitcoin be headed next?
The price targets are set, eyeing a drop down to $60,000, with bull hopes for a triple bottom.
And what opportunities are emerging from this storm?
This dip is opening up cheap deals for those looking to invest in Bitcoin and altcoins.
Now, let's dive into some predictions. What's on the horizon for Bitcoin?
If history repeats, we could see a price recovery after this temporary dip. It's just a waiting game.
And how might investors react as things unfold?
Expect a cautious approach. Many might be tempted to short sell instead of buying.
So wrapping things up, what should investors take away?
The lesson here is clear. Markets are volatile, but with the right strategies, downturns can be turned into opportunities.
Finding value in these time-saving summaries, consider subscribing to stay updated.
Your support helps keep this insightful content coming for everyone interested in the market.
Well, that wraps up our exploration of the October predictions about Bitcoin and the surrounding crypto market.
It was fascinating to see George Tung highlight Bitcoin's historical gains this month. However, Neuner reminds us of the uncertainties with Ethereum, which adds a layer of complexity to the market.
And let's not forget Ivan on Tech, who emphasized the robust potential for Bitcoin's growth amid these trends.
Barid's perspective offers a silver lining, suggesting those dips in Bitcoin could pave the way for altcoin opportunities.
A great takeaway here is how interconnected these discussions are. Each guest shed light on different but equally important facets of the market.
Absolutely. And remember, viewers, your insights matter. If you found this information valuable, please like and subscribe.
That way, you won't miss out on our future content packed with essential knowledge for your investment journey.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other videos where we dive deeper into these financial trends.